I returned to my residence to find my footwear missing from the entryway. My attire, my literature, even the framed photograph of my nuptial night vanished. And there she was, my sister, Olivia, standing in my living space with her luggage piled neatly as though she possessed the premises. Her pronouncements wounded me before I could draw a breath. I dispatched your effects to your parents. House a man who is being exploited by a woman should separate from her. I attempted to respond calmly, composedly. I transfer funds monthly. She severed my statement, her voice sharp as glass. Do not prevaricate. She thrust a dissolution document into my hand, already completed, already signed. Her handwriting was present where mine should have been. I did not bicker. I did not beg. I affixed my signature. And in that moment, silence became my defense. There was a period when my wife Eliza and I were a unified pair. Late-night meals of simple fare. Whispered guarantees, the sort of laughter that belonged exclusively to two people who confided in each other. Her sister Olivia was constantly in the periphery, smiling overly sweetly, observing too closely. She resented my presence, although she never vocalized it. Her silence carried more mass than any words. I ought to have anticipated it, but affection renders one oblivious. It commenced with missed dinner appointments, her telephone vibrating at unusual hours, her face averted when she answered, her eyes once warm now, discerning as if I were being evaluated against someone else. Then the monetary transactions. Each month I sent my portion into our mutual account. Evidence of my contribution, my place in this union. But the account revealed nothing. The deposits disappeared. When I confronted her, she smiled too effortlessly. You must have miscalculated. Don't burden yourself. That smile was the initial sign of a fracture. The truth did not announce itself loudly. It murmured, a message left exposed on her personal computer. My sister-in-law Olivia's words, he won't endure. Once he is gone, everything is our reward. And her response, colder than any betrayal merits. Excellent. Manage the procedure. My heart seared, but my expression remained impassive. I did not yell. I did not smash items or demand clarifications. Instead, I committed every line of that discourse to memory, because in treachery, silence is more lethal than fury. I learned to move discreetly. Quietly, I gathered evidence, screen captures of the exchanges, records of my transfers, every trace of my involvement in that marriage. I visited the financial institution, requested official reports. One by one, the fabrications dissolved into facts. She had diverted my funds to an account in her sister Olivia's designation. I did not confront her. Not yet. Instead, I signed their dissolution papers. As if broken, as if obliterated. I permitted them to assume I was absent. But I was merely preparing the venue. When my former wife, Eliza, entered her workplace, the quiet was shattered, not by me, but by her manager. I had delivered the evidence in a pristine envelope. Deception, misappropriation of funds, unlawful use of assets. Traced back to her sister's account tied precisely with Eliza's official signatures. She attempted to defend herself, stammering, perspiring, under the harsh lighting, but the evidence resonated louder than her statements. Security personnel escorted her out. The same woman who once smiled at me as if I were expendable. That evening, I knew she would rush back to her sister, Olivia, demanding explanations, and I was ready. The apartment they had purloined from me was dimly lit when I walked in. Eliza was screaming rage, gushing through every wall. Olivia stood cornered, an aisle collapsing into sheer terror. When they perceived me, silence fell. I placed the envelope on the table. Financial record statements, duplicates of the emails, no words, only paper heavy with their transgressions. Her face drained of color. Her lips trembled. I leaned in close enough for my voice to reach them, composed as a weapon. You desired my obliteration. Instead, I obliterated you. Neither spoke. Neither was capable. Exiting the dwelling, I did not look back. The dissolution was official. The property divided. The legal system was now mine to command. She lost her career. Her sister lost her protection. Both left to founder in the chaos they had manufactured. People inquired later if I felt regret, if I missed her, if I held animosity toward Olivia. No hatred is loud. Regret is feeble. What I experienced was something purer relief, because betrayal instructed me of something invaluable. Sometimes silence is the most powerful retribution, and when they recall me, they will not recall weeping or pleading. They will recall the day I walked away with everything they attempted to